friends, we're gonna have like a little bit of a planner update. But I've been having a really hard time trying to figure out what I want to do. Every time I say this every time when I do a planner lineup video, I never stick with it, right? I always end up changing. And because I know this, I have a lot of planners. I have undated ones, and so I can switch back and forth and do what I need to do. Truthfully, the only book I care about being in one book is my memory planner, and I have that in my Hobonichi weeks, and I'm not switching that. I'm making a couple changes to this, and I'll show that in my first video with that. But it's going to be the same. It's my gratitude memory. But I do like to have a memory planner that I put pictures in and that I don't share on social media. And I just did not love the Erin Condren. It didn't make sense to me. So let me move these aside. So I have my B6tology, which I was going to be using for my journal. And then I have my Hobonichi Cousin, which is my only real planner. I use it for work. I use it for YouTube. I use it for my cleaning, my listing, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I've really, this is not going to change. It's going to at least be my work planner continually. I won't change that. But you guys, I don't know if you know, but I go right to my my disc planners when I'm struggling and I don't know what to do. And I love the Penny Pages. I love her paper. I just love supporting shops like that, right? I have supported her for several years now. And last year I used her Be Productive Hybrid Planner almost all year. I used it January through September. In the middle of September, I switched to Astrology. So I do really love her planners. And she said she was changing and no longer going to be offering the collaboration planners with the TPC, which is the Be Productive that I loved. So I went ahead and bought 2 of them. And I didn't buy the hybrid. I just bought the Be Productive, which is 6 months. So I bought 2 of them, so it's a full year. And they're the daily pages. If you guys don't remember, I'll show you guys really quickly. This is the one from last year. This is how I store them because I reuse the covers. So I just make my own cover. But yeah, I think I've shared a flip through on this. But it's like this, where you have like a little section over here. You have your grid, and then you have like a notes and a get it done. And I really like these a lot. Obviously I kept in this for 8.5 months. So I really like them. So I did go ahead and purchase those, but this is the B6 size. I purchased them in the A5 size. So I already know this is going to be a different sizing. This is the same size as I think it's 1.5, so it's totally fine, but it's not going to be that size, which I'm fine with as well. So I have that, and I already had, let me show you guys, so I already had her monthly planners. I love her monthly planners. I use them the last quarter of the month for my YouTube, and so I just buy them without the discs and the cover, so I just buy the inserts, and they're very affordable that way. And so I bought actually 3 or 4 months of just the monthly planners because I use the note pages so much too. So what I did was I just started playing around, and if you guys have seen my Astrology setup, I set up a bunch of, well, I haven't showed you guys this, but I did get some vinyls because this is the 3 months I'm going to use this one for. I set up a bunch of calendars. Let me get to it here. So I set up a bunch of calendars, and I bought all this, and you know, I know it's kind of wasteful, but not really for me because it was therapy to lay it down. So I have all this already. And then I started to try a memory planner in here. And then add on the end, and do it like the Avalon and Ninth, where you have an extra tracker, right? So I didn't do a sidebar here. Instead, I just did 2 over here, and this was supposed to be for my health and wellness, and I was going to put pictures here. But I'm not sure that I love this idea. So this is why I actually buy more than one of a kit, because I start and then I don't know. But I think I'm going to go ahead and fill this out just because I already did it, so I have it. And then I'm going to use it, and you'll see I'm going to use it a different way here in just a moment. But yeah, so I already have all those in there, and I don't mind double filling them out for 1 month just so that it's not empty. But I wanted to try this as well and see which one I gravitate towards. So I wish I could show you a blank one. Do I have one? I don't. So what I did was I just put, I took a month's worth of what inserts I think I'm going to use and put them in here. So she has the monthly, so I just grabbed the monthly. This is the cover page, and I use this is from Sweet Tea Plans. And then on the insert, and then this looks like this. I put, these are full pages from Sweet Tea Plans. and I wanted to put my currently section and then my goals, and I messed this up. I put goals here and highlights here, and those should have been swapped. But then I wanted to put like a couple pictures down. So this is, I want to put my goals for the month, and then my currently, maybe I'll put my goals for the month here, and then I'll just write my highlights on how I did with the goals, and this was for my check-ins. So that's what I wanted to do with this one. But since this is attached to this planner, this one here, this is my mood and self-care, I have put some more of my mood and self-care back there and using the other monthly. So I've already been starting to write down. I need to put a key down here and put what this is. Let me put that down. This is for, black is for migraines, of course, because I suffer from them, in case you guys don't know. But I've just really taken a hit the last 3 months of the year. It's been really rough for me. So there's been a lot of family things going on. So it's been pretty rough. But so I'm trying to get through it. But anyway, so I have this for that. So I can just kind of mark. So I combined the calendars in here into this. Just again to see if I like it for January. If I don't, I have no problem going back to my B6 because I know I like it there. But then I wanted to put like a fun or seasonal living kind of thing, and just different ideas to do in January. I was going to put like fun places to go, or I don't know, just things like that. I haven't figured out how I want to use that yet, but I did want to share this because I set up, this was a journaling kit from Exo Mama Plans, and I ended up using it as the monthly, and I think it's stunningly beautiful, really, really pretty. And I'm currently using this for my weather, why I'm here. I'll just go ahead and fill this out. I want to track it here and not in my my weeks. I did it in my weeks all year, but I want to do something different in my weeks. So let me put this here. Okay, sorry guys, I had a delivery, so I just had to go pick it, so I forget where I was. But anyway, yeah, I just think this looks so pretty with this kit from her shop. It's so, so pretty. But we've had a major storm. Actually, this storm was so big and so heavy, the snow was so heavy that it busted power lines and we were without power for 2 days. So anyway, yes, I really wanted to keep my weather here. I just think it's just something fun for me to do. And so I really enjoy keeping track of the weather. And then over here, and I'm not gonna share everything. Let me just take a couple, if you don't mind. Sorry. I try to be I share a lot here on YouTube, but I don't want to share everything. But I just wanted to show you guys how cute this looks. I used the rest of that kit from there, and then just some washi here. And this is my spending tracker. I'm kind of writing down what I spend and trying to stay on point. And then I'm using this section here to budget, to total what I have spent. So I'm just kind of keeping track of what I've spent. I'm going to bust down the categories for my budget, like what I've spent on each thing. And that will help me there. And so that's what I'm doing there with that. And then this is just a monthly section from the vertical kit from the Penny Pages. And I'm sorry, I don't know what I've told you guys or not, because I had a break there. But these are the vertical pages. They look like, let me show you a blank one, like this. And I do every year I have done a memory planner that I don't really share on YouTube. And I was going to use an Erin Condren because I just couldn't get behind it. I didn't like the sizing, the spacing, and also it was really just the size. It was just too big for me now. I don't need as much space. It's just me and my husband. And so I don't need it as much anymore. And so I just wanted to have something small like this. And even though these are stacked, I don't mind because I'll just use a foldable extended box and flip it up if I have a busy day and do that. And I will show you. So all right, I just wanted to show you my monthly. I really just want to use my washi. I have so much pretty washi. And then I've purchased a bunch of these from Craft Penguin Planner. If you guys don't know by now, she's absolutely my favorite for foil. It's who I just love her. I think she's adorable. I love her little shop. So what I did was I picked out, let me see if I have them in here. I bought a bunch of different foils. Do I have more in here? This one was for February. So I buy these every time too. I use the January for this, but I actually use these. I use January, February, and March right there. But I use these for my weekly sections, but I'm not going to be using them anymore. But that's what I bought them for, was to put them up here on my sidebar. But you can see I played around with this and I memory planned this week, and then I started this week. I do like to lay down my base, but if I know it's going to be a busy week, I'll just use some undo and lift it. Or I won't even do that. I'll just do a foldable box. But I don't mind because I can just put things over this too, boxes over this, kind of like I did here. You see, I just kind of, you should choose a blank one and just put some stuff over there. And that's how I do it. And it's just something fun that I do for myself that I don't really share you know, on here, and I want to include pictures. So I'm probably going to do foldable boxes here and here and put a picture or two, or use my pictures on here or on the front here, and that's what I'm going to do, I think. But I like this size because it's the same size as my cousin, and I felt like, well, if I'm going to have this and have this be my memory planner, then I could totally use other inserts from here, right? That's what I thought. So that's kind of why I put the monthly in here. This is just going to be my at a glance, not my bills, but birthdays and trips or any events, like work events, anything fun that I want to remember, is going to be on here. And I'm really just going to use washi and those, like I said, and then I'll just like set up my base and kind of, you know, fill out that as we rock and roll. That's what I have here. So anyway, I just have January in here, and then I took it out. And then I want to not share this, but let's go to another page here. With each of the monthly calendars, you get 5 grid. They look like this. Let me show you guys. Just 5 grid pages like this. And so I set up a couple journaling pages to see if I liked it in here more, because I already have them. And because I'm using three calendars, 3 monthlies a month, I have enough inserts for 1 per day for a month. So with that being said, I just thought, well, let me just see if I like this better, because if I do, then what happens is I only need this planner and this one. And you see they're the same size. It's super easy to travel and carry with. I will still always have this one because it's my memory planner, so my gratitude one. But it just makes it a lot easier, and I want it to be more functional and more customizable. Not customizable, but more travel easy for me. So that's what I tried. Now let me show you guys what else I'm trying, because I like to share everything with you guys. Oh, actually behind here, I'm going to continue really quickly. So after those pages, I just kind of stuck them back here with my memories and my journal, and I think I'm going to like it this way better. Not 100% sure yet. So I have all my pages for the month in here. It's 15, and it does 30. I think I did another page in here, so I had 31 days, and then I have an extra blank one on the back. And then I just used some vellum, and I punched these wrong, which is so annoying to me. Tell me what you guys do. Let me zoom out a little bit. What do you guys do when you punch things wrong? Because it makes me want to just throw it away and start over, but I don't want to do that, so I'm just using it. But I had these other pages in here. They're called the Hobonichi. It's from the Penny Pages as well. And it just is the Hobonichi weeks, but it's larger. And so I had them, and so I used the monthly for a workout tracker. I actually need to write, but I did already. And I'm starting like my challenges. So I want to fill this out with my challenges for the month. And I probably need to put a monthly script up here too. I have this one here, but let me grab another one, because this is why I buy so many of her, of these. Let me pull it out. Sorry, here we go. From Excellent Plans. I couldn't think of her name for a second. I don't know why. But yeah, so I have them to use in all different areas, right? So, and I utilize the heck out of these. I even love this January. I could put it down the side, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to fill this out with my challenge, my workout challenge for the month, what I'm doing. And then I just started to kind of fiddle in here with how I wanted to use this. I played around a little bit differently. I didn't even fill this out. You guys, this was not a good week for me. So I kind of had a mental escape. I had to have some time to myself. So anyway, but this is what I did. And then I started filling out this week's. And I think this is the route I'm going to go. I end up using Exomama Plans, her dots. And I'm going to track my reading and my planning and then my journaling over here. And she gives you 7 dots times 2, so I had enough. And this will be for my weigh-in. And I'm not sure what this is going to be for yet, but I have like my steps, that if I did my steps, and this is my steps for the day, or I don't know what I want to use. If I put the shoes there, these are different journaling, different days that I did. My dinners possibly, I don't even know if I'm going to keep that here, because I have a food tracker here and I have another area for dinners. But that's what I think I'm going to do. And then I also have some recipe pages that I can put in here as well and take with me. So I wanted to share with you guys that idea. So then I thought, let me try it in my Hobonichi Cousin. So what I did was, I've been using this for notes for work. It's working perfectly so far for the first week of January. So I've already set this all up. If you guys haven't seen, I have it all set up already. This is my my quote. I don't do a word of the year. I do a quote. So be curious, not judgmental. Walt Whitman, that's my quote of the year. I'm not going to show the other page because I already have a bunch of things written down and numbers and things that I don't want to share. But yeah, I already have filled this out down here. I've used this for trips I'm going on, and then I'm going to use this for work expenses and stuff right here. I was thinking about using it for like pre-planning, but I think I'm going to use this down here for some pre-planning stuff. I don't know. That's what I'm technically using it for. And then I have, I'll show you guys this. I just set up 2 months per monthly, and I ended up using, I took off the other kit, and I'm using, these are from Wonder Sticker Co. because it covers the full thing. And because it does that, it really is nice when you're redating. So this is actually December, and I used it for January. So I have 2 Januaries, and then I set up for February, and then this is March, and then I have February for my, this is YouTube, and this is my YouTube tracker, and these are just sticky notes. And this is my YouTube, and then this will be YouTube, and I have another calendar I just bought in March. So I am really excited about that. This can be for forward planning for June and July if I want. But then I started using it as my list. So I divided this all up when I did a setup, and I divided it up with for 3 months, using this for 3 months. And so I have my listing spreads here, and then I have my work spreads here. That's how I set up my work spreads. I can show you guys. Oops, it's clipped. So my work spreads here. And this is how I use it for work, and I actually use this time section very extensively for work, and I really like it, and that cannot change because it helps me. And then I divided, this is a jelly dashboard, let me see. I divided these into 2. I used the gray for work, and then the other ones for just like my journal, because I was going to journal in here. But honestly, I don't know that I like the journal. I started to set it up here. I don't know that I like my journaling pages in here. I just don't, to be honest with you, because it's a work planner and everything, so I don't know that I really want my journal in my work planner, and that's what I was trying to do. So what I did this week, and I have filmed it but I haven't put it up, is I wanted to try something different and put my to-do list down at the bottom, and then use this for like forward planning. And so I think that's what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to set up the whole month at a glance so that I can forward plan and leave it all like that, and then have my list down at the bottom so I can pull from these on my dailies. And I'm still going to use my dailies. So I already started doing on the work. I already started putting my goals, some of my goals and my work. I know I have these in multiple areas, but it's because I need to see them in multiple areas. So that's kind of how I did it. This is my work goals I need to do. I kind of started doing my odds and ends, my work, my fitness. I want to see my fitness every day. So these are my work daily pages. And I have used these from, this is Sweet Kawaii Designs. I'm not going to use these anymore though in here. What I did was I would use it because on one page I would write, and the other page I would use those so you couldn't see through. But I have them set up for a few days, and then that's it. I'm not going to use them anymore because I don't want to spend the money on a list that I don't need it for. So anyway, I think I'm going to continue to use it this way. And I don't really know what I want to use in here. Maybe just for scribble lists or for home lists or different things. Like these are things I had to do yesterday. And so maybe I'll just do it for that. And the same thing here. These are things I bought. These were Amazon things I bought, and these were just different planner tabs that I wanted to have for my rings if I'm going to do it. Different things I could, because I set my disc bound planner up like a rings planner. I think I called it rings, but I meant my disc. So just different things I wanted to use and what I wanted to do. So I have those ideas, and I could either use these in my discs or I can use it in my Stology. But that's kind of my update, guys. That's my update. So with that being said, I feel like I can use this for my daily to-do planners like this, and my work and my notes, my daily listings. I think that's still going to work. I'm still going to use it that way. But I'm leaning more and more towards using this as well instead of the Stology. Let me put my jelly in there. These are also things for my jelly for me to use in there. But I do have, let me show you guys some other things. I actually just got them from Amazon. I have, these are some dividers, and then I bought some labels. These are from Carpe Diem sticky labels, and they have like work, business to do, projects, calendars, just all different kinds of things that I can tab my my tabs. So, and then I got these. I love these. I've used them before, but they're just a disc bound half letter. They're junior size, so they're a little bit smaller, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch smaller than A5. but I don't mind them, and they're just dot grid, and I can use them for scribble too. So I can really, and I even have inserts that are like this that I can print and put in there. So I don't know. But then I went ahead and picked this up. And this is Natalie Rebecca. If you want this, you can search that on Amazon. And I think this is 6 months, or I think it's called A Better Note is her company. And it's 6 months in here, and what it really is it's just, to me, it says a thinking ahead. So it's like really great for pre-planning, which was what I was originally thinking of, but I'm going to use it for a meal, I think a meal planner and a grocery list. I'm either going to use it for that or for pre-planning. So that's what I'm thinking. But I think I want to use the weekly sections in here, like this part, and set them all up and do that for a pre-plan. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because I set up my monthlies, my work ones. I set them up. You can see here's last week, this is this week, and then I have next week, and the week after, and the week after. Like I set up my whole month in one so that it's all there ready to go. So anyway, I think that won't bother me. And I don't mind writing on something ahead of time if I have to. So I'm thinking I might just use these as a, as a meal planner. Really, it's for a grocery list, right? So I can just pull the page out and take it to the store. That's really what I want to use this for. You guys, I love discs. They're like rings, and I always liked rings. It's just I couldn't. I'm gonna do a cover page on this, and then probably like if I'm gonna go and get like a cute little paper that has like food or something on it. But I love rings, but I just can't do this with rings. And I like this, and I even prefer it more than my the books. But I like a book too for taking to different meetings. They're two different things to me. But anyway, I think that I'm leaning more towards this. But I just didn't know if I wanted to use this for my memory planning or if I want to use going back to my Stology. I'm thinking that I might use this as my memory planning too. This one and this one. But honestly, talking it out with you guys, I'm really feeling like this because I just really love this Stology paper. That's my difference. But I feel like I really like the penny pages, the A5 pages in here though. And then I can have all my other things in here too. You know, my trackers, and the trackers are bigger and they're better than these here. Like these are small. And let's face it, I have more spending than that. The self-care is fine. And the mood is fine. The workout I already have on the other pages. Because I could also do this as like a journal and then also use it for my health and wellness, and because I've done that before in here. But I feel like I'm going to go ahead and stick with this one, just talking it out with you guys. Okay, let's set up a week in here and just see. This is why I buy more than one of the same thing, because, yeah, let's see. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to get into our plan with me now. Okay guys, I think I'm going to have this in a separate video. So I'm just going to label this video planner chat. So if you guys want to see me plan this, hang on, hold tight. It'll be up in just a day or two. So thanks you guys so much for watching the ramblings of me and the planner ideas. And you guys, please let me know if I'm the only one that does this, because I feel like I'm not. At least I don't want to be alone. You think something's going to work for you, and especially if it's the same thing that you used the year before. But for me, it never seems to work. I feel like I don't know if I just get burnt out or what, but I feel like I need to switch things up the next year. So I had full intentions of using my planner lineup, and now I'm really just trying to rethink and see if it's the way I want it to be. So anyway, I will talk with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, which I'm going to film right after this. Thanks guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.